Hi, my name is Laura, and I recently attempted to thru hike the Appalachian Trail. Today, I wanted to share what life has been like since getting off trail and kind of what I've been up to. I know a couple days when I got home from the trail, I was searching for videos about people quitting their thru hike and kind of what they did once they got back home, and I didn't really find a lot of those videos, so I figured it would be important to kind of show my transition back into like normal society, so that way if anyone else in the future is looking for those videos, they'll have one to look at. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys what I've been up to for the last week and a half or so. So I'm home. I flew in, I don't know, hours ago. My dad picked me up. We hung out there for a little while at his house, and then I drove back up to my house. And I am icing my feet with my running ice socks that I have from running. I don't know, they just have a bunch of like ice pocket things that you freeze. It's like, might as well, it probably will help my feet. But I'm sitting here after I showered. I've probably been home for maybe like a half an hour. No, longer than that, probably like an hour. And I'm already like looking at flights to get back. Good morning, everyone. So it's the next day after getting home. It feels so weird to be home, honestly. I need to stop leaning on this table because also farmer stand. I'm sorry, I'm really like, I have so much going on right now. So it feels really weird to be back. Like last night I stayed up until my roommate got home from work and just like chatted with her, caught up with what's been going on in her life, and then kind of like caught her up and like showed her pictures and stuff of like what has been going on, because like YouTube is backed up, you know, so she hasn't seen everything. And like honestly, being on trail is kind of hard to like catch up with everyone with like signal, and like when you do have signal, it's like you gotta do all these other things and whatever. Anyways, I'm making up excuses. So anyhow, so we caught up, stayed up pretty late, and then I went to bed, got up this morning before the sunrise because that's what my body's used to. Oh, but it was so nice to be back in my own bed. I like laid there for a while, did some stuff on my phone, responded to some comments on YouTube, and a couple of you guys have like kind of figured out that I'm not on trail actually, because I haven't been responding to comments, but I wasn't responding even when I was out on trail. It was just when I would get to town, I would be able to respond. But anywho, doesn't matter. So I did that this morning, and then I kind of got up, opened up my laptop for the first time in forever. It was so slow to turn on. I was like, oh my goodness. And kind of just made, I have a little like to-do list here of things. Like I made like a grocery list because I'm at least going to be home for a week. So I'm like, I need to get some groceries, because last night I just ordered a pizza and was like, I need to get groceries. Like I had to borrow one of her coffee things because I didn't even have any coffee to drink this morning. Not that I need coffee, because I barely had coffee on trail, but you know, whatever. So I just made a little list, like grocery shopping list. I made a to-do list. So I think I told you guys in one of my videos that I was going to apply to be a flight attendant. So I did the research for that. Like, cause I got to the point where it's like a video interview now. So I applied for that, did the video interview this morning. It doesn't look like it, but like I was all dolled up. Got ready for that, did the interview, took all the makeup off, put on some workout clothes, some clothes that are not the same clothes I've been wearing for the last month. So that was nice to like wear different clothes, and like actually sleep in real pajamas and not just my wool clothing. So that was nice. And now I am just kind of sitting here, and I feel like I want to go for a run because I haven't run in so long. I kind of want to just do like a lap around like the neighborhood to see. It's like a mile long around the neighborhood because we have a little trail. So I want to see if I can actually do it. Because like I've been walking like at least 8 miles every day. So I'm like, I wonder if I could actually like run a mile. Like, do I have the cardio anymore to do that? So I think I might do that and just see like how it goes. The only thing is I don't have any water bottles. Maybe I do. Maybe I have like one I can refill in the cabinet. I don't remember like what's in the cabinets or anything anymore. Like I had to like look around. I'm like, where is everything? And it's like only been a month, but the trail does weird things to your brain. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna come back and probably tackle more of this list and just try to get like some more job applications in and like see what the day brings. Feels so weird to like have these back on, my wine and dine hat on, my running outfit. Like I got my Garmin watch. What? I got my Garmin watch on. Like this is weird. Like it feels like I'm like back to old times, but also like feels like I'm not supposed to be doing this. I don't know. I'm just gonna go enjoy a run because I love running and I haven't been able to do it in a long time. Even forgot to grab my keys. I had to come back. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Maybe I'll even check the mail. I haven't done that in a while. Alright, so I'm gonna stretch while I talk here, but that run felt so good. Oh, I missed running so much. Like, honestly, there was maybe once or twice where I actually like trail ran, but I had my full pack on, so it was like I couldn't actually trail run, you know? But oh, I miss running so much. See, like the running part, and this is something that I talked about with Gabby Sarah. As you guys know, if you follow her channel, you probably know she got off trail. But I've been talking with her and trying to decide if I wanted to get off trail or not before I actually got off, and like I was letting her know how I was feeling because I felt like it would be good to talk to someone who was out there and then decided to get off, so it like would kind of help me make my decision a bit. And you know, I was talking with her and I was like, you know, it's hard because I have like such a big like want to do the runs and stuff, and like I have a passion for it. Like the Disney runs, I love doing them, they're so fun. And I was like, I missed the one in February, the Princess weekend, and I was really sad about it. That was like the first weekend after I went out. If y'all don't know by now, I started February 16th. Well, flew out there the 15th of February, started the 16th of February. And basically I was just like, you know, I missed that weekend and I was sad about it. And she said, you know, if you have a bigger passion than the AT, like you shouldn't be out there. Like if you want to do the AT as a through hike, like that has to be your number one priority. Like nothing else can come before that. And like, as you all saw, like I signed up for a November race, and like I had before trail signed up for a December race, and like, so I have all these other races coming up and stuff, and there's more that I'm going to sign up for on April 11th that are going to be in the January Run Disney races. And I'm just like, you know, like I could be home training for those, and like that's more of a fun passion for me than the AT was. Not that the AT like wasn't a passion of mine or isn't a passion of mine. It just seems like running, hold on, I'm not even stretching. It just seemed like running to me wasn't, or it just seemed like the AT to me wasn't as important as running is. And I'm still like I woke up this morning and like the first thing I did was like checking flights to see like, I could leave like in a week and go fly out to my aunt and like have her drive me. And I'm gonna probably talk to her today. I think she's gonna call me. And so I'll probably see her or talk to her today about it and like kind of debrief and like see what she thinks. But I'm like still wanting to do it, but at the same time I'm like, if I go out there and like want to stay out there, I'm basically sacrificing my races that are coming up. Like I'm not gonna have time and or energy to really train for them because my like everything, my joints are all gonna be messed up from trail. So I don't know, it's a hard choice. Now that I'm home, it's like, well, I could just be home and like apply to jobs, and I have money saved up, so it's not like I need a job right now. Like I wasn't planning on working for the next 6 months anyways. So it's like I have the money saved up to where I can just stay home. I don't know. I keep going back and forth on it, and like it's a really tough decision basically. And I just thought about it too now. I'm like, as I'm walking up the stairs, I'm like, if I don't go back out on the AT, like I could buy one of those cool like cameras that have the gimbals that you run with, and I could start filming my like race training and film the Disney races for you guys. Like that would be so fun. And I could do like a weekly like training update, or I don't know, something like that. Basically what I'm trying to say is whether I go out on the AT or whether I stay home, I'm still gonna like give you guys content on this channel. I just don't know what it's gonna be at this point. I need to figure out whether I'm going out on the AT or not first. And then I can start trying to brainstorm ideas of what I want to film and all that, because filming and YouTube and editing and all that is like a big passion of mine too, and I enjoy it, and I don't want to let that go just because I'm not doing AT content. Like I was doing YouTube before I was doing AT content. Those videos are now privated so y'all can't see it, but I had like a teacher YouTube channel for like 5 years before this. So some of you probably know that because some of you have been around since then, but some of you have not. And but yeah, so I've been doing it for a while, so it's not something I want to just necessarily like give up on, but I just don't know what it's gonna be like. So the first day being back, the first full day being back, I should say, I was really still struggling with whether or not I should go back out on the trail. I was having a lot of people text me from trail wondering where I was and if I was coming back out and all those things, and it was really weighing on my mind of whether I wanted to go back out or not. Personally, I was very conflicted, very, very, very conflicted. But for the next few days, I really just dove back into YouTube again. I knew I needed to be doing something I loved, otherwise I'd probably fall into really deep sadness, deep depression, and we didn't want that to happen, right? So it's been about 3 full days, technically 4 days of me being home, and my feet are still swollen. My feet are still in pain at this point. At that point in time, I was doing bare minimum movement, pretty much just sitting on my couch over there. Y'all can't see it in the screen. I don't know why I pointed over there, but I was basically just sitting on my couch for all 3 of those days, with the exception of the 1 mile run I did, and then I attempted to do like a half-mile run the second day, and it completely failed because my feet were in so much pain. Other than that, I didn't do any exercising. I've just been sitting on my bottom on the couch watching TV. For the better part of those 3.5, 4 days, I was icing my feet on and off. I had been doing stretches. I have been giving myself like foot massages to try to help my feet repair themselves and feel better. But with how I was feeling physically and mentally, and I mean, spiritually at that point, even emotionally, everything at that point, I had just decided I was gonna stay home. And as much as it saddened me, and it still saddens me at this point in time, This is me a few days later, so I'm kind of talking about my past. But as much as it saddens me to think about failing this dream of mine, this really big goal of mine, it would sadden me more to know that my future running career, if you will, it's more of a hobby at this point, but my running would kind of be very much impacted if I were to continue hiking. To continue through hiking. At this point, my feet are wrecked. And we'll talk about this later on in the video, but at this point in time, my right foot is just like throbbing. Like, it's not good. And reflecting upon it, I have many years to come where the trail's still gonna be there and I can go back out to the trail anytime I want. It's not like it's gonna get up and move to California or something. Like, the Appalachian Trail's gonna be where it is. With that being said, I pretty much decided on this day, like, I was gonna stay home for good. I wasn't gonna continue through hiking, and it was tough. It was definitely tough, especially for the first couple days after that. It was really tough to make that choice, but I think it's for the best, and I'm just gonna have to be happy with that decision. Hi everyone. So it is Wednesday, March 29th, and I have decided I need to clean my gear. I just went out in the garage. When I got back from the airport, I basically just threw my bag into the garage, fully packed still with everything in it, and I haven't taken anything out. I did wear my puffy onto the plane, so that's been sitting in my laundry basket. But everything smells. I didn't realize how badly my gear smelled until I grabbed this down cleaner, or I bought this down cleaner, and I was like, you know what? I'm just sitting around doing some computer work today, and I was like, you know what? I'm just sitting around, so I can do some laundry today. So I figured I would kind of start washing all my gear and getting all that cleaned and organized, so that way I can find some long-term storage for it, or storage in general, because I can't just leave it sitting in my garage. In fact, there was a lizard on my backpack when I went out there just chilling. So I'm sure there's gonna be lizards and cockroaches and all kinds of things, palmetto bugs, all the kinds of bugs that we have down here in Florida, just chilling in my backpack, I'm sure. So anywho, I figured I need to start washing my puffy, my sleeping bag first. Now, I Googled, it says not to wash your sleeping bag in the washing machine. However, this sleeping bag is pretty old in itself. I've had it for a few years now, so I'm like, if it does get ruined, it doesn't even have a warranty on it anymore. That's how old it is. So I'm like, if it does get ruined, I feel like I can just buy a new one for my next camping trip. And honestly, a lot of the camping trips I'm gonna have coming up are probably gonna be in summer weather, so I'm not gonna want a 10-degree sleeping bag with me anyways. So I don't know. Basically, I'm just justifying it in my head to not have to wash it in the dryer, or wash it in the bathtub. So I'm gonna use this down cleaner from Gear Aid that I bought online. I'm gonna do my puffy and my sleeping bag. It says to wash it on a gentle cycle with cold water. Do a spin twice after the rinse. And then to put it in the dryer. It says low heat, but the sleeping bag instructions online say no heat, and put tennis balls in it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And just put it on low heat in the dryer. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm just documenting random things now because I'm I don't know what I'm gonna include. Yesterday I was brainstorming some video ideas and stuff coming up videos. I don't know, post AT stuff. And yeah, so now I'm just recording random things because I never know what I'm gonna need recorded and what I'm not gonna need recorded. So all right, so these are the settings. I'm doing delicates because I don't know. I did tap cold, normal amount of soil, even though it probably should be extra heavy because it smells really bad. And then an extra spin because it said to do extra spins. I don't know. So I just opened the washing machine after it finished washing, and it still smells so bad. So I put it in the dryer in hopes that hopefully it'll smell better. Fingers crossed. I don't think it will, but if anyone has any tips to get your sleeping bag not to smell horrible with washing, please let me know. So by day 5, I had heard back from the company that I interviewed with on the first day of being home, basically. And I guess I did so well in the interview that they decided they were going to move me on to the next step of interviewing. So that won't be for a little while now. At the time of filming this, it's about a month away still that before I have that interview. So it's definitely nothing I can really give you guys updates on right now, but I will definitely keep you guys posted on how that goes. The next thing to update y'all, on day 5, I booked a trip for a couple weeks from now. I'm not gonna say where for safety purposes, not trying to have any creepers come find me, but I'm very excited for this trip. I am basically deciding that, you know, I want to take some of that money that I had saved up for this epic adventure of mine and use it for a different type of adventure. So I do plan on filming that adventure, so definitely subscribe so y'all can see my trip. So at this point in time, I am pretty much at, I guess, like a week. I flew home last Saturday. It's Saturday now, so like a week, 7, 8 days, whatever. I feel pretty weird being home, and I haven't really been doing much, so it's been tough. So next week I'm going to be posting a Q&A in regards to what I've been doing since I got off trail. I mean, I talked about it in this video, but if you guys have any other specific questions, like what I plan to continue doing, what the future of this channel is like, what trail was like, any more specifics of why I got off trail, anything like that. If y'all have any specific questions for me, definitely leave them in the comments below. I also did a community post where I asked y'all some questions. That's a good place. If y'all don't pay attention to my community tab, definitely check over there every once in a while, because I do randomly like post things where I'll ask questions and stuff, or I'll ask for questions for a Q&A. So definitely keep an eye on that. If you click the bell, you can click notifications for all my posts and you'll get notified when I do post on the community tab. But anywho, so that's the video that should be coming out next, is the Q&A. And then I plan on talking about what I would do differently if I were to go back out on trail again, which I feel like I will, just not anytime soon, obviously, just not this year. But if I were to do it again, I'm going to talk about what I would do and I think what would make me more successful in it. So I figured that would be beneficial to people who haven't started hiking yet or who plan to through hike, so that they would know like all the mistakes I made and what could help them in the future. So yeah, that's kind of the next few videos that you all can look forward to. And then I think the week after that, we'll announce my trip. So anywho, I will see you all in the next video, and that's about it. Bye.